Alrighty, people, welcome to episode 2 of the Khamzat Chimaev career mode in UFC Undisputed 3. So far, so good on that very first video, man. On episode 1, looking at the response on that video really lets me know that you guys are, at the very least, a little bit interested in seeing this thing through. So, first fight was a success. We completely dominated our opponent. Of course, that was to be expected. But let's go ahead and continue building my fighter. Before we do that, though, I want to take a look at the rankings. Let's see who's the top dogs in the division. Look at the rankings right here. Oh, number 1 pound for pound fighter, Jon Jones, it's in the heavyweight division. Whoa. Hold on. Let's look at the details right here. Hold on a sec. Jon Jones, pound for pound ranking, number 1. We got Frankie Edgar at number 2, Anderson Silva at number 3, GSP at number 4, Jose Aldo at number 5. But it's so interesting that it says that he's dominating the heavyweight division, considering that Jon Jones has scheduled to, well, he doesn't have a fight actually scheduled right now, but he officially dropped his light heavyweight title. We all know that, and he is moving up to the heavyweight division. It's just very interesting to see UFC Undisputed 3 talking about how Jon Jones has been unstoppable in the heavyweight division. That is nice. Probably a little future prediction here thing going. Love it. Okay, so where's my rankings though? Let's go to the rankings right there. Okay, so this is my weight class right here. Of course, in the UFC, GSP is number 1. That's definitely reasonable. Jake Shields at number 2, John Fitch at number 3. I mean, look at all these fighters, man. Of course, you're not seeing the likes of Kamaru Usman and Kobe Covington and the Jorge Masvidals of the world, Stephen Thompson. These guys were not active at the time this game came out. When the game came out, these were the top dogs in the weight class. The John Fitch, the Thiago Alves. I'm pretty sure Dan Hardy is in here somewhere. Look at this. Diego Sanchez, Martin Kampmann. Look at that. Carlos Condit, Nate Diaz. There's Dan Hardy right there at number 11. Paulo Thiago. I'm actually surprised I don't see Mike Swick here anywhere. Look at Matt Hughes. There he is. There's Mike Swick. Mike Quick Swick. The man was fast as hell. Matt Serra. And then when you go down to, where's the WFA? Right there. There's the World Fighting Alliance. And there I am, Khamzat Chimaev at number 27. I got bumped up a little bit. I mean, look at that. 1 win. I am moving up fast. I am higher than this man right here who's got 8-1. Look at this. I love it. Isn't this? Yeah, this is the dude that I beat. I love how the records, as you guys can see right there, it definitely updates. And let's keep it going. Now, the beautiful thing about career mode is once I'm done using Khamzat Chimaev, once I'm done with career mode with him, his actual record is going to transfer out of career mode. So when I pick him to do like an exhibition match or something, you're going to see whatever record I get in career mode. That's going to be the record that's reflected anytime you try to use him. Really good detail. I really like that. So let's see who we're fighting next. Of course, we want to try to fight opponents that is better than we are. Just so there we go. We're gonna go with Billy. Billy right there is 9-2. Billy has the most experience out of everyone here. Seems to be the better fighter out of all of them. He's gonna be faster, has more cardio, more footwork, and more grappling, as you guys can see, like better grappling. Okay, let's go with Billy. Let's go with Billy. Now, what I find interesting, the way they programmed it in Undisputed 3 is you get offered a bunch of fights. It's not like you get offered one fight. It's, hey, look at all these fights, pick one. Of course, that's not really the way it works right now. It's really not the way that it works, but oh my god, they're gonna force me to go into a camp. I was gonna wait for this, but right there, you guys, what you're looking at right here is all the available fight camps to you. You've got the American Kickboxing Academy, AT&T, American Top Team, Black House. This is the Anderson Silva, Machida, Jose Aldo Gym, Wolf's Lair MMA Academy, Sit Your Tongue USA, and this is the Muay Thai Gym right here. And then of course you've got the Greg Jackson, there's the John Jones, GSP, Carlos Conde, Rashad Evans. These are all the gyms. Now, for the style of fighter that I am trying to use, AKA is most likely going to be the best. Yeah, AKA is going to be the best because you guys can see right there, it actually gives you information about the camp located in San Jose, California. AKA has become one of the best known and most respected MMA schools in the country. They provide elite level training in every aspect of MMA, boxing, kickboxing, BJJ, wrestling. But as you guys can see, like if you look at the camp members, it's a bunch of wrestlers. And we're going to have the options of learning a bunch of things from Kane, John Fitch, Josh Koscheck. So I'm going to, for now, I don't actually have to be dedicated to any camp. I can jump from whatever camp that I can check out every single camp at the start of my career. But as the career progresses, as the career progresses, what I was trying to say is you're going to have to pick one camp to be loyal to. So when you're playing this career mode, the important thing is to use this time to look at all the camps and figure out which one is going to be the best fit for what you're trying to create in your fighter. So we can learn new moves, or we can select level up to level up the moves that we've previously learned, so to get more proficient at it. I'm gonna go with learn.
This is the
let's see what options. I really don't want to learn any. Now see, look at this right here. This is a duck and left hook and a duck and right hook. These hook animations actually have built-in evasion. So if you throw it at the same time your opponent is throwing a jab, it's going to automatically evade it. Dos Santos right hand. Yeah, that's the Junior Dos Santos right hand cross animation. Let me see. What I actually want is I want something grappling wise. This is the yeah, it's an interesting name right there. Hold on a sec. Some of them will actually be locked for now because you're going to need a certain amount of ratings to be able to unlock it. Like right there, you got to get to a submission offense of 80 to be able to unlock that. Jumping double leg, that's the Brock Lesnar double leg right there. You shoot, drive, and you lift them. Boom. I like this. There's the double leg from the clinch. Watch this. You shoot in the clinch, and then you buckle them right there. Boom. Gives you different types of takedowns right there that you can learn from this camp. I'm gonna go with this takedown. I want to learn this one right here. Let's go ahead and learn that. I like that. Successfully performed the move 3 times. Note, the command displayed is from your base stance. Understood. Understood. So we're going to have to perform it 3 times, and once we're done, we're going to learn how to perform it. And then, if I want to increase, there you go. Come here, buddy. Boom. There it is. 3 times. In a fight. Come here. Got him. And see, right now, as you guys can see, he's actually not ending in side control like he was before. And I'll try to explain why that is. You end up in side. So all of these takedowns have different variations of it. Where you end up also depends on how much stamina your opponent has. So you end up in side control. You end up in side control when you perform that takedown if you have a major stamina advantage over your opponent. Once you shoot on them, you drive them, and you end up in side control. No, I'm going to skip all that. Let's skip that. you end up in side control. But if you don't have a stamina, like a major stamina advantage over your opponent, you're not going to end up in side control. You're just going to end up in regular closed guard. Okay, so let's go ahead and fight. Yes. Let's go ahead and jump into a fight. Hope you guys are enjoying this thing. Hope you guys are learning a few things about the game. Like I said, my favorite thing about it is, you know, as you're playing through it, it just, you get a more authentic feel for mixed martial arts as you're playing through it, in my opinion. Here we go. .59. I mean, I'm just going to run through this dude.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Yes. I'm just going to try to run my opponent over. Put him against the cage right away. On his back. Full guard. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh. Jesus. Guys. Oh my God, I almost got submitted. There oh my God, he's got the butterfly guard. Let's see if posture up right there. He might catch my punch again. Look at that. He is trying to submit me. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't wanna be in a position where he can submit me, dude. Because he is trying. He is trying. He keeps going for it. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a more difficult one. My opponent kind of knows what he's doing, and I don't have any punches right now. I don't have any like technique punches, technique strikes. I'm still a noob on the feet. Let's hit him with the front kick to the body. I was gonna catch that, but for some reason I didn't. Back up. Catch that one. Shoot on him. He is not letting me transition. There we go. Yeah, let me posture. There we go. He's rocked. So, as you guys can see, a lot of times when you rock the AI, he will try to catch your punch as you're trying to finish him. And you gotta fake. You have the option. Just look at this ground and pound system here. You do have the option of faking punches while you're on the ground, grounding and pounding, because your opponent on the bottom can catch your punches. And to fake the punches, you hold R2 and L1. No, I believe it's R2 to fake the punch. I like how my corner is telling me that they don't see any bad areas. Bro, I almost got submitted. I almost got tapped out because I was being reckless with the ground and pound. I think what I need to do is get him to the ground, transition to full mount, because he can't submit me from full mount, and try to take him out from full mount. See if we can do that. And then I definitely do have to, I gotta do something about my fighters striking. I gotta do something about that. What the hell? I thought I learned the takedown. Uh-huh. See if I can make my way to top mount. He is not letting me. There we go. Let's muscle him to the cage where if he does get out, he's going to have to sit up. Let me up. Look at that head. Look at the head health. He makes his way to half guard right there. Catches it. And you know, just stick with me right here. I know my fighter at the moment is he's not the best thing in the world, but I promise you, I am gonna get better. I'm gonna have way more options against the cage. I'm gonna have way more options on the feet. He's gonna be faster. He'll be stronger, and all of this will be more interesting. You try to submit me, I'll return the favor. Got him. Got him. Beautiful Kimura from half guard. There we go. And the referee pulls me off him. You guys see this? He runs towards me and actually pulls me off the opponent. He's like, come on, he's done. He's done. He's done. He's done. I love it.
The winner.
Khamzat Chimaev gets it done a second time. That is 2 fights, 2 dominations. I think the goal is going to be at least 3 fights per video. At least three fights per video. I know I'm going to need about 48 fights if I remember this correctly. It's gonna be about 48 fights to actually complete career mode. So we're gonna have to do as many fights as we possibly can, or else we're gonna be doing this career mode forever. Yes, here we go. Let's go ahead and continue. No. Okay. Fight purse 3,500. I will take that. All right, people. Here we go. The one thing I do want to do before we continue, because my fighter has like a generic, mostly everything. And then, I mean, look at this. I could retire him anytime I want. So basically, 48 fights is how many fights you're gonna get to before I believe you're forced to retire. But I could retire my fighter whenever I want. I could do 3 fights and say, yeah, I'm done, and just boom, straight up retire him. But we're not gonna do that just yet. Let me take a look at the sponsors here.
Here you'll see each of the sponsors and your contract status with them. In the upper right corner of the screen, you'll notice that you can have up to 10 contracted sponsors at one time. Also, a sponsor will need to be at least level 1 before you can enter a contract with them. Contracted sponsors will give you cred after each of your fights, where the amount awarded is decided by your sponsor level and whether or not you equipped an item from that sponsor during the fight. Equipped items can be logos on clothes or banners, and each fight you represent a sponsor in that manner will add experience towards leveling up the sponsor. You can equip logos and items from this screen by highlighting the contracted sponsor and pressing the equip button.
Okay. I just wanted to refresh my memory on that. Hold on. Later. We'll return to this later. What I actually want to do is I want to go ahead and customize my fighter. I want to see if I can change his fight stance. I'm drawing a blank on if I could actually do that. I don't remember. We'll see. Oh, Mike Goldberg. Okay. So, now here, performance is where you can choose basically how your fighter acts. Right there is, I believe this is the hold on. Oh my God, these load screens, brother. Alright, okay, so when it's time to touch gloves, do I want to be casual, getting loose, light bounce, motionless? What is Khamzat Chimaev like when it's time to touch gloves? Like, and this is when the referee calls you both together to give you the final instructions. What is Khamzat usually like? I'm trying to remember. I'm just gonna go with motionless because I feel like he's a stoic kind of guy. Well, motionless would be like Fedor. That would be like Fedor is very stoic and very like, very mechanical almost. I'm gonna go just getting loose. I'm gonna go with that. Fighter call. That is when the referee is talking about, not the referee. When Bruce Buffer is talking about you. What does Khamzat usually do? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Isn't he a little bit like? Doesn't he just walk back and forth? I think that's mostly what he does. I don't know. It's kind of crazy that I haven't unlocked a lot of these. Well, I guess I unlocked the ones that I really liked at the time when I played through career mode. I think that's what I did. Hold on a sec. What's 19? This one is BJ Penn. I can recognize this anywhere. That's BJ Penn right there. That's BJ. Let me see. I mean, look at the options you have, man. Jesus Christ, man. Look at how many options you have. It's incredible. It's incredible how deep you can get into customizing your experience. Look at all this. What's 74? That's Anderson Silva right there. That is 100% Anderson Silva. That's John Jones. This one's John Jones. I'm trying to see if I can find one where the fighter is kind of pacing back and forth. That's Brock Lesnar right there. I feel like it would take me forever to try to go through all these to find exactly the one that I'm looking for, but all right, let's just go through it again. I might just go with 94 because I do like the way that looks. But give me a sec. Let me just go through the last of it, and then I'll just go with 94. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go with 94 right there. And then you've got your victory scene. I know Khamzat Chimaev, we have two options: victory scene in the UFC, victory scene in Pride. This is the default one that you always get. Khamzat is like animated when he wins, though. Like, he's very animated when he wins. Like, he runs, he flexes, he goes, oh. Sometimes he jumps the cage. There is the what's the name of this fighter? He was beat by Lyoto Machida, the dude that started the. Right now, Masvidal does it, but this was started by some. I'm drawing a complete blank on this man's name. He went to jail. This fighter also went to jail. You guys know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. I think that's Brock Lesnar's celebration. I'm going to go with this. I'll go with that. And then, of course, you've got your fighter entrance. Like, what do you do? Ramp walk. Look at this. You have, how do you walk out when you're not a champion? How do you walk out when you are a champion? What do you do I'm gonna show you guys all of this. So let's go ahead and pick what we do when we're not a champion. I like this. Just regular. When I'm a champion, I kinda, and you can see when you're a champion, they've got your belt behind them. See that? You see that? Come on, show me the preview. Look at that. It's got your belt behind, walking. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna go with this one when I'm a champion. And then what do you do when you get to your trainer? Do you shake your trainer's hand? Do you fist bump your trainer? Do you bow to your trainer? Do you let him whisper sweet nothings into your ear? Are you casual with it? This is the Anderson Silva right there. I'm gonna go with this one right here. And then what do you do when you get into the octagon? You run up and then run around the cage for a little bit. It's just the details, man. The details. You can take your sweet time and modify your fighter exactly how you want. That is so playful. This one is, I'm going to go with this for Khamzat right there. I'm going to go with that for Khamzat. And then you could do background lighting and music, but we're not going to care too much about that. Fighter abilities. I believe this is where you're going to start picking your taunts. You know, like how do you want your fighter to act? Let's go ahead and do fighter. Or this is your fight style. Okay, navigation style. Like how do you walk around? This is Muay Thai Kendall Grove style. Then you've got the classic Muay Thai. Look at that. That's the classic traditional Muay Thai. Actually, it's not quite traditional Muay Thai bounce, because the traditional Muay Thai bounce, the rear leg actually stays planted, and then the lead leg, you pick that up a little bit. You pick the lead leg up and you light on it. This is more like this is usually how you see, you know, I should say, like, you know, Western people that train in Thailand for a little bit and then they come fight in the West. This is usually how you see them try to modify the Muay Thai bounce. But the actual Muay Thai bounce, you're not really bouncing on both legs. Of course, there's some traditional Muay Thai fighters that do that, but you get my point. Wrestling, where you're you know, a little bit heavy on that lead leg. This is the Matt Hughes fight stance right there. You've got the flicker, Anderson Silva right there. That's Anderson Silva's fight stance in UFC Undisputed 3. Karate, that's Karate Lyoto Machida. The tall fighter that stands up completely tall. The low guard, this low guard right here is the Dominic Cruz, where your hands are kind of low and you're bouncing on both. And then this is the face guard. This face guard is Shogun. That's Shogun Hua. That's what this one is. Diablo. This is the vintage John Jones. That's vintage John Jones, where he's low, really low and heavy on that lead leg. Because, you know, at first, when John Jones first burst into the scene, he was predominantly a wrestler. He was taking everybody down. That's what this is. That is this fight stance. I'm actually thinking about going with this one for Khamzat Chimaev. What do you guys think? I like it. I would say this is like the Kendall Grove one. This is when what fighter am I thinking of? Where your feet is like really planted and you're so like you're like a rock statue when you have just a little tiny bounce. Let's take a look at the rest of them. The tight upright boxer. This tight upright boxer right here is like Cody Garbrandt, for example. This is how he usually stands. Sean Shirk. This is classic Sean Shirk, where the lead shoulder is high a little bit. The rear shoulder is turned towards your rear hand, and you have a little slight bounce going. This is the Frank Mir. Now, this Frank Mir one is very similar to karate, but it's also different. It's beautiful. And then this is MMA, the regular MMA fighter. regular MMA fighter type B. This is very similar to the Kendall Grove Muay Thai bounce, except the arm is lower and it swings. The swing is a little bit more noticeable. This is gorgeous, man. This is just incredible. I'm going to go with Diablo right here. Go with Diablo, the John Jones, look-see-do. My taunts, I think we're going to not care too much about the taunts just yet. What else did I want to do? All right, you guys wanted me to see if I could change his nickname to the Wolf, because that is actually what it means. So let's see. Do we have the Wolf here? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Beautiful. Boars. That means the Wolf. So we're going to go with that. And Khamzat Chimaev is complete. Let's go ahead with fin and complete this right here. Now, I know I did say that I was going to try to do 3 fights in a video, but we've been recording for about 32 minutes right now, and I spent like a vast majority of the video, you know, picking his fight style, his locomotion style, and all that. And my hope is that you guys actually found this to be interesting. But I do want to try to keep these videos 30 minutes, under 30 minutes, or slightly over 30 minutes. I don't want to go crazy. You know, I still want you guys to be able to watch the whole entire thing, you know. And once we start getting to like 40 minutes, a lot of you start to tune off. So I'm going to end episode 2 right here. I hope it was fun. Check back in just a few hours for episode 3. Thank you guys for watching.